Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking back on. I hope everybody is doing well. This is the last day of the 3-card spread of the Lightworker Oracle, the Work Your Light in Conscious Spirit. Thank you for watching. However many you've watched, thank you. So today's last message, let's see what Spirit has. Let's see what Spirit has for my viewers. And if you are not a subscriber, I'd love to see you subscribe. I'll be bringing out different types of videos every month. And I'll be bringing something else out for next month. Wow, okay. I have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Now this card is beautiful. This card talks about, you know, Anna, the grandmother, she was really not known. She was, without her, Christ consciousness would not be what it is. She is about the Christ consciousness, and she is here about helping others with laying down the foundation, raising our vibration, and realizing that everybody is just as important, that if you think you need to do something grand, just so you could be noticed, or just so others can hear you by thousands and millions, or whatever it is, that's not the way it is. That you have a divine plan on this planet, just like anybody else does, and that you are just as important, just as needed by raising vibration and holding light as somebody else, that no one person is greater than the other person. And she is here to remind you of that, to remind you of your Christ consciousness, and to remind you that without you, that the divine plan would not be. So whatever it is that my viewers, you guys are doing out there, just know that whether you are a mom, a stay-at-home mom, and helping your children, just reading to them, or just cuddling them, or if you're taking care of your husband or your mother, or you know, or you are a psychic or intuitive, or whatever your thing is, we're all equally as important as the other person. Sometimes we think that other people are more important because maybe they're known more, or let's just take YouTube, like somebody with hundreds of thousands of views is so much more than like myself at this time. And that is not true, because we all have a part in this greater plan, and who knows, by say me doing this, what my part is, and without me doing it, I would not know that. And a sneeze on that, and this is where I hear bless you, so thank you. I just blessed myself. Thank you, Grandmother Jesus. I love that. That is so funny. Okay, let's pull a card from, this is the last card, so have a little fun, right? This is the last day. Christ Conscious Spirit. Let's see what message we have here. And there's a message here that says, so I'm going to read both because they're both here. So one says, sacral chakra, so that is, it's the color orange. This is your feminine. This is our creative area. This is where we give birth, right? You don't have to be a feminine to know that. Masculines, we all have a feminine, masculine side. So the sacral right here. And this card states, I feel comfortable in my own body, and I'm sensitive to other people's feelings. And it's crazy how it came out with healer, right? And this card states, I am loving and compassionate and able to bring healing to others. And so these cards together, wow, that's amazing, because maybe you are an empath and you feel other people's energies. You're to know that and to protect yourself. You know, I know as an empath myself, there's been times where I've had to learn how to protect myself, how to send energies back that are not of mine. Like when I know a feeling that is not mine, I'll say, you know, if there is an energy that has been attached to me by there's a few different sayings actually that I say, isn't cutting the cord, and I say to send it back to the sender, that this is not mine, that this energy is not mine, and it does not belong to me, and I'm sending it back. Also, I do a lot of sea salt, like put your feet in sea salt for about 10 minutes, and allow that to absorb, rinse it with good water, and then dump that water in the toilet, and that will also release anything that is absorbed throughout your body. So I do a lot of clearing and cleansings as well, besides doing these things. Like as a healer, healers also, now as a healer, healers are in so many different forms. It's just not doing in Reiki or energy work. Nurses are healers. We have writers, people with words are healers. People who sing are healers. People who do music are healers. Healing comes in so many different ways and modalities. And so if you've been thinking about raising your consciousness here, right? So realize that the work that you are doing is healing to other people, right? It's just as important as anybody else's. Maybe you make music, maybe you stay at home, like I said, and you take care of your family. Whatever your part is in this world is bringing great healing to the planet, and to really nurture yourself, your feminine side, and to really also, if you're needing at this time, to nurture yourself through food, through what you're eating. So about nurturing your body by getting great exercise, drinking plenty of water, going out in nature. And for me, the sacred really has to do with what is it that I'm creating, right, with my voice, because I find it to be really linked with the throat chakra. So for me, this is about what is it that I'm creating, and there's no judgment on it, because I could surely beat myself up and say, oh my God, this is how many views I have, this is a, but that's not why I do this. I do these to create, because it's healing not only for myself, but whoever that could be watching it or needed to hear a word. And it has nothing to do, even if nobody watches it, I know that it's a part of the plan, and it brings great healing for myself here, right? It says, I'm loving and compassionate, able to bring healing to others. And this is about the feminine. So this is very nurturing and healing with Grandmother Jesus here, and raising consciousness and realizing that we are all a part of a whole. So let's get a final message from the light worker, Alana Fairchild. One final message. And let's see, final. Ooh, this one wanted to come out. It's so funny. I have three now. They all flipped, but maybe we'll take a little bit. But just by looking at it, so I have initiation by fire. Okay. So we have number 22, initiation by fire. So again, very sacral. That's the feminine. It's the orange. And fire is all about creativity. It's all about passion. It's all about taking action. So this is taking initiative. What is your part here? What are you here to create? What are you passionate about with this card here? Then earth healing, isn't that just insane? So we have master numbers so far. 38 is 11. Then I have 22 here, and I have paradigm shift. And this is insane the way these cards are coming out right now, being that this is the last one that I am doing. And I'm just going to kind of move these here a little bit so you could see my cards. Let me see. Here you go. Here we go. And I'll put one right here. So paradigm shift, earth healing. Well, you know, everything that's been going on right now, I don't know where you are, but I can sure tell you that what is going on with the planet. And, you know, some of us are earth angels here on the planet, and we are here to do our work with helping clean up the planet, right? And with this coronavirus, I know that so much has been going on. I know where I am, oh my God, I'm hearing the birds even more, and it's so much cleaner outside. So it says you're making a real contribution to the planet through your spiritual journey. Remember this and believe that your needs will be met generously by the earth and the universe. What you're doing matters, and you will be supported. Just like here with Grandmother Jesus, that is exactly what it's saying. You are a part of the whole. Whatever it is that you are doing, you are here and you matter. It doesn't matter if you feel that you're not big enough or doing more. That is incorrect. Whatever your part is the part of the planet. It's the part of the whole, right? And this is saying the earth recognizes you. She sees you as a conduit through which is fed higher frequencies of light, love, and divine presence. This assists her on the journey of her own evolution. You're here to have your spiritual life journey in a human body. Part of the process will involve sharing your light with the earth itself. This may see you take the role of a healer. Wow. A guide, mentor, or teacher to others on the path. It may see you doing work with the natural world, with various earth-centered causes, with animals, organics, and so forth, farming, and so forth. This is insane. Like I said, this I love. You know, you just can't make this up. The way these things come together is just so beautiful. And then here it says, I'm just reading a little part. She will support you in your work by providing material means for you whilst you are here on this planet. These include financial support, housing, food, and human and animal relationships. She will also provide guidance for your progress, opportunities to grow and expand your field of influence, education, and training opportunities, the means to take advantage of them, and the chance to apply what you have learned in a real-world context. The more you devote yourself to your task of earth healing, the more the earth will support you in fulfilling your inspired goals. If you have been wondering if the spiritual work you are doing is making a contribution, take this oracle as validation that it is. What you are doing matters. Yes, you are going to expand and grow in the work you're doing and the impact that you have in the world because you're capable of that. Wow, you have the love earth through... You have loved Earth enough to take human form and do your work here. She knows it, and she will reward you richly for it. Keep working, shining, and growing, dear one. Your presence here is so needed and honored. Wow, that is crazy, because I can tell you just by doing this and just by connecting with people that my life has been so supported by readings and just by continuous, whether it has been food, whether it's been financial, whether it has been friendships, whatever it's been, I'm knock on wood, had just been so, I'm so grateful to my guides and to Mother Earth and to everything else that has been going on this planet that have been so supported with just getting this work out there. So initiation by fire, and this one just says intuition by fire, by fire is a life-changing spiritual cleansing. Your life will never be the same again. Wow. Allow the power of divine fire to clear and purify you inside and out. This is not a time to hold on to anything, no matter how much you once believed you needed it. In letting go, you will gain so much more than you ever imagined, opening to fresh blessings and new life. You are, like the phoenix, ready to emerge from the holy flames, reborn. This is insane. First of all, that I would even read you the 3 cards, because I sense, yes, read it. Excuse me, I have to take a sip of my coffee. But the fact of how, and during this time, and this being the last one that I was going to do, how this is all coming together. So with this card, it says, you have the ability, you have the spirit of the phoenix in you. You're able to rise again and again. And even if at times all seems lost, you are guided to remember this, as you are now being spiritually cleansed through initiation by fire. During such times, you will feel that you're being asked to let go of relationships, situations, sometimes even jobs, attitudes, and belief systems that you have relied upon until this point. You might have unintentionally placed more faith in that person, place, belief system, or identity than you placed in the divine. You might have held onto them rather than allowing the divine to guide you. This can happen easily on the earth plane. Wow, what's cards here? The earth. This is crazy. Sometimes these attachments become confining rather than supportive. In such cases, you will need to free yourself to continue your life journey. During the initiation by fire, all such attachments are burned away. A new life is a blessing. but that doesn't mean it is easily won. Sometimes the process can be challenging to the mind, even whilst the heart trusts in what is taking place. It's like, it's so true. It's everything right now, right? With all this that is happening, came out of nowhere. It did a whole tower effect. It just took everything from, and it's like redoing everything, but it's redoing everything in such, wow, it's like, I'm telling you, I'm loving what is happening. And if anybody's been hurt, and that's not what I'm saying, there's contracts with that. Please don't take this the wrong way. Just take it in a way, well, you're going to take it in whatever way it's going to resonate for you. But I'm just saying that this has just been such a blessing, at least is the way I'm seeing it today. So this card here says, letting go and allowing that to happen to the very parts of your life that you're most protective of can require deep faith. You have to remember that love is real so that you can hold on to your courage whilst you let go and allow the divine to have its way. Remember, the power of fire is destructive only in part. It also stimulates rapid new growth. Healing will arise. First it talks about earth, then, wow, are you seriously kidding me right now? This is why I do this. Healing will arise in whatever area is being transformed. It is not only an ending, but also a beginning. This experience of initiation by fire is a divine making its presence felt in your life. It will be one of the most freeing and empowering experiences you'll have whilst in the physical body. It may ask you to confront fears and insecurities as you learn to trust the divine unconditionally. Know that the universe will always provide for you, and always in ways that is best for you. The universe loves you. Wow, this is so, you are strong enough to get through it and thrive a new life like a radiant phoenix, triumphantly emerging from the sacred fire. And we've got the earth, we've got earth healing. Then we have here, right, initiation by fire. And all of that is what? Bringing the change, which is what? It is a paradigm shift. Look at this, the door. She's sitting there and she's looking at, that is like spirit. Spirit's like, hey. And oh my God, doors. I don't know if you've been watching my other videos, but I talk a lot about doors and fairies and doors and things opening. So the last card here, saying you are undergoing radical growth in your belief system. I hope that you can see this card. It's so beautiful. Here you go. Now is the time to challenge old attitudes and question previous expectations. You are in an extraordinary time. Great leaps forward can be made in a moment. The world you thought you knew can suddenly break open and a new world can become your reality. I mean, you can't make this up. Like, you know, I'm reading it from the book. So this is like, okay. Buddhists sometimes speak of the beginner's mind. Wow. That which assumes nothing and therefore is open to everything. A spiritual psychologist might call this the inner child. This is crazy. As it is innocent, curious, unfixed, and always learning. It doesn't get stuck on an answer having to be one way. There is openness to the unknown with curiosity instead. Old souls can sometimes find it hard to recapture their nothingness. So it's like no-thingness, right? That's what Buddhist calls it. Asking someone with a lot of life experience who may have become a bit world-weary to drop expectations and look at the world through fresh eyes can be challenging. Yet life becomes much more energizing and interesting when you're open and don't hold expectations about what will be. If you are feeling that you don't really know yourself, your relationships, or your place in the world as you once did, if you're feeling that what you once held to be certain now seems to be a little shaky, these are signs that you're going through a paradigm shift. This will bring you new perceptions that will free you to be in the world in new ways. You will feel yourself shedding old limits, fears, misconceptions. You're stepping beyond what you have known. You're a bit like a traveler. Wow. In a new city, feeling awkward until she gets the lay of the land and how things operate in new place. If you find yourself questioning the views in mass media or spoken in the conversation that those around you are having, take heart and know that you are awakening from a fear-based, oh my God, a fear-based world into a love-filled reality. Your confusion will soon transform into joy at discovering that you are free and have no reason to be afraid. Oh my God, wow. You're encouraged by the universe to embrace the power you have to be a free thinker. Accept the accelerated mental shift happening for you, even if it creates temporary uncertainty or discomfort. Dare to think thoughts of love rather than lower your vibration by choosing thoughts of fear. Trust for something helpful and empowering is happening in your soul. Before I read the incantation below, and to close this out, this is a little bit longer, I did want to just give you a message just to clarify here with Grandmother Jesus. I just really had to go to this card, and it says Anna teaches us that we all have a part to play in divine plan. It doesn't have to be on the world stage to be significant. And this is exactly what I was saying. No part is better or worse, more important or less or significant. Or less significant. We each have within us a seed of light that we incarnated to share. Anna is gathering us all to remember and surrender to our part in the whole. Wow, this has been absolutely, please share this video. I would, if anything, out of all the videos I've ever made, I would love to see you share this one, because these are incredible messages of fear to love, that all this happening in the world, it's all perception, how you've been seeing it. With Christ consciousness, you have a plan here. What are you here to do, right? And all these two in regards to you are a healing. The planet is healing. What is your part as a healer? Whatever your part is, healing modalities come in so many ways. It's just not being a doctor or a Reiki master to be a healer. Healers come as intuitive, psychics, channelers, singers, writers, dancers, poets, you name it. Healing comes, a mother, so many ways as a healer, right? And then really love your body, nurture your body with good food and good thoughts and exercise and yoga and meditation, and create the world that you're here to do, because you're no longer, you realize how free you truly are. I mean, if this has taught you guys anything, I know what has taught me is that, oh my God, I am so free on this planet, and I'm free to create, and everything that I want comes to me. Food, money, friends, love, whatever it is, cup of coffee, everything comes to me, and that I just trust it. I just trust it. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to do the invocation, and thank you so much, and share, subscribe, and pass this one on. It went on a little longer, but it is so worth it. Through divine grace and unconditional love, I open my mind to the higher truth of love. May my mind be cleansed from conditioning and gently open to the light of love. I am willing to unlearn what no longer serves me. I am willing to receive teachings and information, guidance, and assistance from those beings of pure light and unconditional love that can assist me on my life journey now. May my paradigm shift bring me closer to peace, love, empowerment, and happiness. May this process be held in guardianship by the universe with grace, mercy, and tenderness through my own free will. So be it. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me, and I hope to see you in May, and please share this video. Thank you. Namaste.